All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sunil Verma and with me is Saira Mushtaba. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to flag off new and upgraded version of Gandhinagar Mumbai Vande Bharat Express today, to also inaugurate Ahmedabad Metro Rail project in Gujarat. President Draupadi Murmu to present 68th National Film Awards in New Delhi this evening. 6 airbag rules for passenger cars deferred by a year to October next year. Reserve Bank of India to announce its bi-monthly monetary policy today. India climbs to 40th rank in Global Innovation Index of World Intellectual Property Organization. Russia to formally annex 4 regions of Ukraine today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates 36 national games at Ahmedabad. And in cricket, Jasprit Bumrah likely to miss T20 World Cup due to back injury. On the second day of his Gujarat visit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will today flag off the Vande Bharat Express and first phase of Ahmedabad Metro. Mr. Modi will also lay the foundation stone and dedicate various projects worth over 7,200 crore rupees in Ambaji. A report from our correspondent.
After inaugurating Vande Bharat Express, PM will travel on the train from Gandhinagar to Ahmedabad railway station. PM will flag off the first phase of metro train and will take ride from Kalupur station to Doordarshan Kendra station. The first phase of ambitious 21-kilometer Thaltesh Bastral route will connect the east and west corridor of the city, while 19-kilometer APMC Motera route will connect north-south corridor of the city. PM will also dedicate and lay the foundation stone of projects worth rupees 7,900 crore Banaskantha today. This includes the groundbreaking of Taranga Hill Abu Road rail line, laying the foundation stones for more than 8,000 houses and dedicate 53,000 houses built at the cost of rupees 1,967 crore. PM will also address a public gathering at Ambaji and perform Maharti at Gabbar. Aparna Khun, AR News, Ahmedabad.
The Prime Minister reached Surat yesterday on a 2-day visit to his home state, Gujarat. He inaugurated and laid foundation stone for multiple developmental works worth more than 3,400 crore rupees at Surat. Mr. Modi also inaugurated and laid the foundation stone for various infrastructure projects of Amreli, Bhavnagar and Botad districts worth over 5,200 crore rupees at Bhavnagar. This included laying the foundation stone for the world's first CNG terminal and the inauguration of the Regional Science Centre at Bhavnagar. Addressing a rally at Jawahar Ground in Bhavnagar, Mr. Modi said the government has tried to make Saurashtra a centre of energy. He said whatever be the energy needs of the country today, this region is becoming an important hub for it.
आज गुजरात की कोस्टलाइन देश के आयात निर्यात में बहुत बड़ी भूमिका निभाने के साथ ही लाखों लोगों को रोजगार का माध्यम भी बनी। आज गुजरात की कोस्टलाइन रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी और हाइड्रोजन इकोसिस्टम उसका पर्याय बनकर के उभर रही है। हमने सौराष्ट्र को भी ऊर्जा का एक महत्वपूर्ण केंद्र बनाने का प्रयास किया है। गुजरात और देश की ऊर्जा उसकी जो जरूरतें हैं उसके लिए जो कुछ भी चाहिए आज ये क्षेत्र उसका बड़ा हब बन रहा है.
The Prime Minister said the government has made sincere efforts to make Gujarat's coastline the gateway to India's prosperity for the last 2 decades. He said that Bhavnagar has emerged as a centre for port-led development. The Prime Minister attended the Navratri festival at GMDC ground in Ahmedabad last night. He offered Maha-Aarti to the goddess Amba along with Gujarat Governor Acharya Devvrat and Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel and lakhs of devotees at the venue. Mr. Modi also witnessed the cultural program and Garba.
President Draupadi Murmu will present the 68th National Film Awards in New Delhi this evening. Dada Saheb Phalke Award for 2020 will be presented to legendary actress Asha Parekh for her exemplary lifetime contribution to Indian cinema. The Best Feature Film Award will be given to Tamil film Surarai Potru, while the award for Best Popular Film providing wholesome entertainment will be given to Hindi film Tanhaji, The Unsung Warrior. Dangi language non-feature film Testimony of Anna will be given the award for the best non-feature film, while Marathi film Funeral will be awarded the best film on social issues. More details from our correspondent.
Ajay Devgan and Surya will get Best Actor Award for films Tanhaji the Unsung Warrior and Surarai Potru. Aparna Balamurali will get Best Actress Award for Surarai Potru. Sachidanandan KR will get Best Director Award for Malayalam film A.K. Ayappanum Koshiyum. Marathi film Sumi will get award for Best Children's Film. Manoj Muntashir will get the award for Best Lyrics in Hindi film Saina. Rahul Deshpande will get award for Best Male Playback Singer for Marathi film Me Basant Rao, and Nanjamma will get award for Best Female Playback Singer for Malayalam film A.K. Ayappanum Koshiyum. Kannada film Tali Danda will get award for Best Film on Environment Conservation and Preservation. Supratim Bhol will get Best Cinematography Award for Bengali film Abhijatrik. Anupam Mishra, AIR News, Delhi.
Talking exclusively to AIR News, Director of Surarai Potru, Sudha Kongara, spoke about the intensive research he had done to write the screenplay of the movie.
I would say I am one of the lucky, fortunate ones that I happened to join filmmaker. First I joined with a female filmmaker, with Revati, and then I joined with a feministic filmmaker, Mr. Mani Ratnam. And the beauty there was he never saw me as a man, woman, whatever. It was a very not sex-defining kind of a place. So that helped me bloom. But I would say thereon, even when I wanted to make my first film or anything like that, when I wanted to do an action film, it was like, no, you make a chick flick. That would happen, and yeah, those are the kind of the mindsets that you're fighting. It is so tiring. It's not like, somebody comes and slaps you, or somebody comes and tells you can't make a film. That is easy to tackle. It's very hidden, insidious, and very vicious. So it's really difficult.
Actress Aparna Balamurali, who will get Best Actress Award for Surarai Potru, spoke to AIR about her experience acting in the award-winning movie.
The pre-production side of Surarai Potru was remarkable. We had workshops, we had dialect training, language training sessions, script reading sessions with all the actors. That is not something you get everywhere, for that matter.
The government has deferred the proposal to make 6 airbags mandatory in cars by 1 year to the 1st of October 2023. In a series of tweets, Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari said, the decision has been taken considering the global supply chain constraints being faced by the auto industry and its impact on the macroeconomic scenario. He added that the safety of all passengers travelling in motor vehicles, irrespective of their cost and variance, is the foremost priority.
Jammu and Kashmir government has fully digitized Ladli Beti scheme to ensure that the objective of the scheme reaches maximum beneficiaries with full transparency. The administration has set a timeline of 45 days for the officers dealing with the scheme to complete the status of application. The Social Welfare Department has asked all the officers to do away with physical applications. In Morning Matters, now let us listen to a discussion on Clean India 2.0. The participants are Swati Singh Sambial, environmentalist, and Renu Kataria, AIR correspondent.
Swachhata Abhiyan, which was started by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi during 2014, has made remarkable headway. The Clean India program is in continuation of initiatives spearheaded by the Prime Minister with renewed focus and commitment. As regards to the Abhiyan, Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports has decided to launch nationwide month-long Clean India 2.0 program from 1st to 31st October 2022. So, Swati, I would like to ask you, what was the one significant impact of last year's campaign and how much successful was it?
The country's Clean India mission has been running on for a while, since 2014. And there's been a remarkable progress, starting from behavior change to initiatives on the ground. Specifically in regard to this campaign, which started last year, of course, the focus has been a lot around awareness raising, behavior change, social engineering, and involving different stakeholders into the cleanliness movement, which would mean right from city functionaries to important players within the city, to some religious groups or other players, hotel associations, residents' welfare associations. So basically roping in each and every member, which is a stakeholder within the city when it comes to waste management, and engaging them into various activities and drives Of course, the focus here has been more around cleanliness drive. So, of course, this started last year, and there was remarkable progress wherein different cities participated in various campaigns. Also, there's been a significant progress when we transitioned from last year to this year for the fact that people do realize that waste is a problem, and as a generator, it's everyone's duty to contribute to the movement of cleanliness, not just the municipality, not just the city functionaries, but each and every person has to ensure that they are mindful of their consumption. So I'm really looking forward to this 1 month and what all activities will happen as a part of this Clean India Campaign 2.0.
And when you speak about the kind of waste, we also know it is the single-use plastic waste that we are looking at. But what else apart from this is the government looking at? What kind of waste and what are the hotspots that the government is targeting, especially when it comes to Clean India 2.0?
Of course, single-use plastic will be a major focus, considering it's a big, big menace. If we talk in terms of statistics, we generate about 25,000 tons per day of, plastics, of which only about 60% gets collected. Remaining is a part of the litter that goes on land, on water, or gets burnt. So it's polluting the environment, not just air, but water. And so, of course, plastic is a huge menace, and that definitely would be the focus. But apart from that, there would also be awareness raising around basics of Swachh Bharat Mission. For instance, segregating our waste into 3 components, ensuring that it's handed over properly. Also drive for people in the municipality or staff in the municipality that are responsible for maintaining the channelization of waste, or for people who are an integral part of the waste value chain, both formal as well as informal. So basically this year, of course, again, it would be a lot around behavior change, awareness raising, but stitching different stakeholders together.
What kind of a behavioral change, Swati, do you see that we have witnessed in the general population regarding the cleanliness drive, especially since 2014 when the Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, launched the Swachhata Abhiyan?
Well, of course, there's been a transition in our mindset when it comes to waste. I mean, look at the general outlook of littering, for instance. You don't see people throwing things around, which was a common norm prior to 2014. In fact, we never even talked about the basics of waste management, be it segregation at source. Waste management was majorly, before 2014, was all about passing on the parcel. That you put your waste in a dustbin, someone else picks it up, goes to a dhalao, goes to a processing site, and most of it was still being disposed, which is not being managed properly. In 2022, when we look at the management of waste, a lot has changed in cities. We are segregating our waste. There's awareness around waste management. There is awareness around single-use plastics. People are aware about the bans. And of course, enforcement as a component may be tricky. It may vary from city to city, state to state, and that completely depends upon the level of compliance and enforcement, which is there in cities, or the level of administrative and political support that could be there in cities. But definitely in every state, in every city, you see change. You see that there's been infrastructure development, there's been processing sites that have come up, and there is a conscious focus to reduce dependence on land for disposal, which means to maximize the processing. And I think we definitely have made a remarkable progress in all these years.
Ma'am, I think we can saying that no campaign can be successful unless and until it becomes a people's movement. We thank you wholeheartedly.
Thank you so much.
You're listening to the Morning News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to flag off new and upgraded version of Gandhinagar-Mumbai Vande Bharat Express today, to also inaugurate Ahmedabad Metro Rail project in Gujarat. President Draupadi Murmu to present 68th National Film Awards in New Delhi this evening. 6 airbag rule for passenger cars deferred by a year to October next year. Reserve Bank of India to announce its bi-monthly monetary policy today. India climbs to 40th rank in Global Innovation Index of World Intellectual Property Organization. Russia to formally annex 4 regions of Ukraine today. Prime Minister Modi inaugurates 36th National Games at Ahmedabad. And in cricket, Jasprit Bumrah likely to miss T20 World Cup due to back injury. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter @AIR News Alerts.
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग।
आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता।
बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर।
8700014242।
India has climbed to the 40th rank in the Global Innovation Index of World Intellectual Property Organization. This is a huge leap of 41 places in 7 years. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said in a tweet, "Innovation is the buzzword across India." He expressed pride of the country's innovators, saying, "India has come a long way and there are even newer heights to scale." Union Commerce and Textiles Minister Piyush Goyal in a tweet said, "India is innovating like never before." He said the steady rise testifies that India, under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, is rapidly emerging as the global innovation hub. The World Intellectual Property Organization yesterday released the Global Innovation Index 2022, in which Switzerland has emerged as the world's most innovative economy for the 12th consecutive year. It leads globally in innovation outputs and specifically in patents by origin, software spending, high-tech manufacturing, and production and export complexity. The second position was secured by the US, followed by Sweden, the UK, and the Netherlands. Reserve Bank of India, RBI, will announce its bi-monthly monetary policy today. The RBI's Monetary Policy Committee, MPC, began its 3-day deliberations on Wednesday. Economists expect the RBI to announce a hike of 50 basis points in the repo rate today. The repo rate currently stands at a pre-pandemic level of 5.4%, and a 50 basis points hike on Friday will take it to 5.9%. The RBI has since May raised the repo rate by 140 basis points. The policy review comes at a time when major central banks are staring at warnings of a global recession from the IMF and the World Bank. Central banks around the globe face the Herculean task of taming inflation without causing an economic slowdown.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said India's international image has been completely transformed due to the bold decisions taken by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the gallant deeds of the armed forces. He was addressing the armed forces personnel at Tezpur in Assam yesterday. He commended the dedication and sacrifice of the soldiers posted at the borders, bravely protecting the sovereignty, unity and integrity of the country. Mr. Singh also visited the forward areas of 3 Corps in Anini, a village in the Dibang Valley of Arunachal Pradesh. He made an on-the-ground assessment of the country's defence preparedness along the LAC by taking stock of the entire gamut of security-related aspects.
All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with a series Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashwani ke saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we bring you the story of Ayush, which is playing an important role in making New India healthier.
Ayush is the acronym of the medical systems that are being practiced in India, such as Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. These systems are based on definite medical philosophies and represent a way of healthy living with established concepts on prevention of diseases and promotion of health. The basic approach of all these systems on health, disease and treatment is holistic. It addresses the root cause rather than just the symptoms and is excellent for managing chronic illnesses. In 1995, with the objective of optimal and focused development of these systems, the Department of Indian Medicine and Homeopathy was created in the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. In 2003, this department was renamed as Department of Ayush. This department was made into an official ministry by the NDA government in 2014. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that to promote the traditional medicine industry, India will launch Ayush Mark, which will give authenticity to quality Ayush products made in the country.
आयुष प्रोडक्ट्स के निर्यात को प्रमोट करने के लिए भी बीते सालों में अभूतपूर्व प्रयास हुए हैं। दूसरे देशों के साथ आयुष औषधियों की परस्पर मान्यता पर बल दिया गया है। इसके लिए हमने बीते सालों में अलग अलग देशों के साथ 50 से अधिक एमओयू किए हैं। हमारे आयुष एक्सपर्ट्स ब्यूरो ऑफ इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड्स के साथ मिलकर आईएसओ स्टैंडर्ड्स विकसित कर रहे हैं। इससे आयुष के लिए 150 देशों से भी अधिक देशों में एक विशाल एक्सपोर्ट मार्केट खुलेगा।
Speaking of Heal in India, he also announced that a special visa category will be created for those who want to travel to the country to avail of Ayush therapies.
जो विदेशी नागरिक आयुष चिकित्सा का लाभ लेना चाहते हैं, उनके लिए सरकार एक और पहल कर रही है। शीघ्र ही भारत एक विशेष आयुष वीजा कैटेगरी शुरू करने जा रही है। इससे लोगों को आयुष चिकित्सा के लिए भारत आने जाने में सहूलियत होगी।
Yoga has now become the icon of global health, and many countries have started integrating it in their healthcare delivery system. Similarly, there is a great curiosity to understand the principles and practice of Ayurveda, homeopathy, Siddh and Unani, especially due to growing challenges in medicine in non-communicable diseases, lifestyle disorders, long-term diseases, multi-drug resistant diseases and emergence of new diseases. Ayush addresses gaps in health services, provides low-cost services in far-flung areas and provides best care to the elderly. Problem of tobacco and drug abuse can be tackled by Ayush, especially through yoga. It is useful in lifestyle diseases like diabetes and hypertension. Large part of the population prefers Ayush as it is perceived to have lower side effects. Ayush medicines that come under the category of experienced medicine are cost-effective, known for safety issues and time-tested. Ayush medicines are widely used as a stand-alone option or as adjunct with biomedicine in the long-term diseases. Therefore, the relevance of Ayush has become more now because of this change in health paradigm. Keeping this fact in view, the government is encouraging a pluralistic approach in healthcare where every medical system is allowed to grow on the basis of its evident strengths. To sum up, Ayush has a major role in making New India healthier. India can take scientific leadership in healthcare only when modern and traditional knowledge systems work together, accepting and mutually respecting their respective strengths. In Charak's words, nothing is impossible for those who have scholarship, thoughtfulness, wisdom, attentiveness, diligence and action.
आजाद भारत की बात आकाशवाणी के साथ can be accessed on @AIR News Alerts on Twitter, News on AIR official YouTube channel, News on AIR app, Facebook and Instagram handles. So tune into All India Radio News for आजाद भारत की बात आकाशवाणी के साथ।
देश भर में धूम मचाए ज्ञान का ये उपहार, मोबाइल पे आजादी क्वेस्ट आया आजादी का इतिहास। डाउनलोड करे आजादी क्वेस्ट, ये लो जीतो ढेरों इनाम, मौका पाए जुड़ने का रेडियो और डीडी के साथ। सिर्फ खेल नहीं उत्सव है, आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है, आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है।
डाउनलोड करें आजादी क्वेस्ट ऐप और पाएं ढेरों इनाम।
Russia will formally annex 4 regions of Ukraine where referendums were held by Kremlin. These regions are Luhansk, Donetsk, Kherson and Zaporizhia. Russia has claimed that residents of these regions voted overwhelmingly to live under Moscow's rule. Ukrainian government and the West have denounced the ballots as illegal, forced and rigged. Russian President Vladimir Putin will attend the ceremony in the Kremlin today when 4 regions of Ukraine will be officially folded into Russia. Pro-Moscow administrators of these regions will sign treaties to join Russia during the ceremony at the Kremlin's St. George's Hall. The Prime Minister inaugurated the 36th National Games at Motera in Ahmedabad yesterday. Addressing a huge gathering at the Narendra Modi Stadium, the Prime Minister said the official mascot of the 36th National Games, Savage, inspired by the Gir Lions, represents the strength, grit and determination of our athletes. He said world-class infrastructure will play an important role in encouraging athletes and improving India's performance at global competitions.
2014 से फर्स्ट एंड बेस्ट का जो सिलसिला देश में शुरू हुआ है, हमारे युवाओं ने वो जलवा खेलों में भी बरकरार रखा है। आप देखिए 8 साल पहले तक भारत के खिलाड़ी 100 से भी कम इंटरनेशनल इवेंट्स में हिस्सा लेते थे। अब भारत के खिलाड़ी 300 से भी ज्यादा इंटरनेशनल इवेंट्स में शामिल होते हैं। 8 साल पहले भारत के खिलाड़ी 20-25 खेलों को खेलने के जाते थे। अब भारत के खिलाड़ी करीब 40 अलग अलग खेलों में हिस्सा लेने जाते हैं। आज भारत के मेडल की संख्या भी बढ़ रही है और भारत की दमक भी बढ़ रही है।
The Prime Minister said the power of sports enhances the identity of the nation and the image of the nation in manifold ways. He said victory of the players in the field, their strong performance paves the way for the victory of the country in other fields. Mr. Modi said that schemes like Target Olympic Podium Scheme are playing a big role in the success of big players and creation of new future players. More than 7,000 players from 28 states and 8 union territories are taking part in the 36th National Games, the biggest sports bonanza in the country.
Indian fast bowler Jasprit Bumrah is likely to miss the T20 World Cup in Australia next month owing to injury. Bumrah, who is suffering from a back injury, was rested for the first T20I against South Africa on Wednesday. He is likely to miss the marquee event in October as his back sustained a stress fracture. The medical team conducted scans and suggested no cricket for a minimum of 6 months. According to sources, either Mohammad Shami or Deepak Chahar will be added to the squad. Ahead of the first T20 international between India and South Africa, the BCCI stated that Bumrah complained of back pain during India's practice session. He was ruled out after the BCCI medical team assessed him. Bumrah returned to international cricket during the T20 International Series against Australia after the tour of England. The India pacer missed the opening match in Mohali as a precaution and featured in the next 2 matches.
And now let us take a look at the weather across the country today. National capital Delhi is expected to have a partly cloudy sky. The temperature will hover between 24 and 34 degrees Celsius. Mumbai is likely to experience rain or thunder showers, and that would be towards the evening or night. The minimum temperature was 26, maximum will be 32. Kolkata will have partly cloudy sky with the possibility of moderate rain or thunderstorm. Minimum 27, maximum 34. Chennai is likely to have thunderstorm with rain.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. Abortion laws eased, SC recognizes marital rape for ending pregnancy, headlines the Tribune. The Pioneer headline reads, all women entitled to safe legal abortion. Medical fraternity hails verdict as progressive, writes Hindustan Times. The Hindu writes, SC axes 51-year-old curves, single women get equal abortion rights. 2 villages in Pauri, hours apart, give successive chiefs of defence staff, writes the Times of India, referring to Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan, retired, who is from Gauna village, and late General Bipin Rawat, who is from Saina village. CBI's nationwide drugs bust leads to 127 FIRs, 175 arrests, reports the Asian Age. 6 airbags in cars mandate put off by 1 year due to supply chain hurdles, reports the Indian Express. Monsoon ends officially. 7% excess rainfall received, says the India Meteorological Department, writes Hindustan Times. And finally, UNESCO has listed 50 iconic Indian textiles, mentioning causes for their dwindling popularity and providing strategies for their preservation, reports The Hindu.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to flag off new and upgraded version of Gandhinagar Mumbai Vande Bharat Express today. To also inaugurate Ahmedabad Metro Rail project in Gujarat. President Draupadi Murmu to present 68th National Film Awards in New Delhi this evening. 6 airbag rule for passenger cars deferred by a year to October next year. Reserve Bank of India to announce its bi-monthly monetary policy today. India climbs to 40th rank in Global Innovation Index of World Intellectual Property Organization. Russia to formally annex 4 regions of Ukraine today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates 36th National Games at Ahmedabad. And in cricket, Jasprit Bumrah likely to miss T20 World Cup due to back injury. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.